Sometimes you gotta just scratch your head and wonder why you can't hit the lotto, but you could predict a lot of things in the political geosphere, and then stare out the window and just wonder some more. Hey, y'all, gravity. Any day above ground, live it. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your Monday and a fantastic start to your week, even though them football games last night were sad. But it's okay. I didn't watch any of them. I just looked at the scores and whatever little money I put on DraftKings. But it is what it is. We're back in the saddle. I think this shirt right here is appropriate for wearing on this subject because MAGA, I need y'all to take this L. As I told y'all months ago, sometimes Donald Trump doesn't have to say everything that's in his head. And it's okay if you don't know something. That's why you have a team. You're not supposed to do all the work. But again, he wants to be that businessman that does all the work so everybody can think he's smart. Less is more, sir. We're going to get into that, but I want y'all to look at this tweet I saw this morning. This is from Revolutionary Blackout Network. Now, they got a channel here on YouTube. It says Donald Trump and MAGA is doing everything they can to push countries towards BRICS and multipolarity. It's glorious. These idiots are going to tank U.S. influence just like Biden. It's funny because I have been telling you about BRICS for the past 2 years. Blacklight Revelations have been telling you that about BRICS for way longer. There have been channels on YouTube that have been talking about BRICS. But it seems like the Global South sector, they listen. West, not so much. And here we are, about a week into his presidency, and now he's realizing that BRICS was a threat. And again, I gave him his credit. He was the only president that mentioned BRICS, even though he mentioned it fleetingly. We gave him the credit. But my prediction still holds true. It's watch all your favorite influencers on YouTube try to start educating about BRICS, and they're going to get it totally wrong. Kazuma, the Bills Mafia took an L, but we'll talk about that another time. So here's the tweet. We're going to go down. This is what I wrote. Isolationism disguised as nationalism in a post-pandemic economic environment. This is the art of the deal. Say less. The dollar will collapse by the end of this year or early next year. Then out of desperation, they will form an EU-style North American Union between the U.S., Canada, Mexico, Greenland. Donald Trump is the last president of the American empire. BRICS will dominate. That remains to be seen. In the long run, a reliance on sanctions to bend other countries to America's will come back to bite them. Yes, and both of those foreign policies regarding MENA and Israel-Palestine are also helping to take Israel and the U.S. down. There are huge opportunities available in a situation like this, and I don't mean capitalist wealth and greed, opportunities for the people, which they'll frame as socialism, Marxism, all the isms. The left will find it, and they'll say that they're keeping out all the brown people, and the ones on the right, they'll say that they're going to be creating T networks. He is starting to ish with countries in every direction. When strategic vision is replaced by emotional decisions, the doors to major transformations in the global system are open. What we are witnessing today with the shift towards multipolarity is not just the decline in American influence, but the beginning of a new phase that could shape the future of global powers. History repeats itself with more complex details. Make sure you have your notebooks. Today we're really going to teach between this and the 3 o'clock live. We're really going to teach. America evicted is the only way we'll get America first. Okay. We'll be first in line like Oliver Twist. What if it's on purpose? Well, look, if he's trying to crash the American economy to replace it in his own image, you should be asking the question, what is that image? Because let me tell you something. If that means trying to prop up back white people, you just created an American economy that is reminiscent of the one you just destroyed. Because guess what? White people might have more resources, but nobody's going to take their money. But okay. Somebody said manifest destiny. It's already a multipolar world, you moron. The U.S. just refused to pretend otherwise any longer. I don't understand why you need to call him a moron. But okay. I figured it's always them Christians. Always them. But all right. Yeah. Anything he does will be seen as wrong. So you don't want any deportations, period, right? Bet. Colombia didn't back out of the deal. Cool. You're jaded and see what you want to see. Okay. Let me help you because we already know what you're about. We'll help you. He can deport all the people. Here's the problem. These corporations have been making money hand over fist, having illegal labor. They're faced with a situation right now where they're going to have to hire a bunch of legal Americans, which means their rates are going to go up. Now, you could say that's a good thing. That's less resources for these companies, which means things are going to go up a little bit. The problem is BRICS is very big, and we import more than we export when it comes to goods and services. Where do you think the difference is going to go? Trump will run around and tout those great jobs numbers in a couple of months, and people will still come back outside and complain, yeah, I got a job, but stuff is still expensive. But okay. He was better off framing this as empowering the people, but we know why he's not going to do that. That's wonderful, David Reeves. Let them complain. That's their fault. Should have taken a cue from Clover Hill Bakery and Coach Foods in Mississippi. Should have taken that cue. Look how further in business they would have been. I'm curious, though. How much did Coach Foods make last year? We'll look up 2023. Let's see how much money they made. Well, look at that. Their average revenue, annual revenue was $11 billion. I don't think they're mad. I don't think they're hurting too much. Now, again, this is from a site, so we don't know if it's really accurate. The revenue per employee ratio is $366,667. Peak revenue was $11 billion. And that was 5 years removed after that ICE raid. I think they're okay. I'm just saying. I think they're all right. What's this? Coach Foods produced 62.1 million pounds of ready-to-cook chicken on a weekly basis in 2024, the same as reported in 2023. 2024 sales were, look at that, $5.1 billion, the same as reported in 2023. Coach Food sales breakout is 40% food service, 20% retail, 15% institutional, 10% industrial, 15% export. So they took $750 million in export. I think they're okay. But back to this. We'll go look on BRICS News. You should follow this page on X if you have X. You should follow this page. A lot of information is there. They need to update this, though, by the way. But, you know, it is what it is. So this is about Trump's Hall T ban today. Who cares? Here you go. Chinese AI platform DeepSeek overtakes ChatGPT on Apple's App Store download rankings in the United States. So the second Chinese app has dominated the market inside of a month. Isn't that something? Don't you just love it? You tell people this is going to happen and they ignore you. They think you're dumb. And here you go. Come on, MAGA. Why don't you explain this to your people? I would love to see those rooms. Since y'all want to sit up there and talk about black people all day and talk about how liberals and Democrats are so bad, why don't y'all go in a room and talk about BRICS? Educate your folk. That's fine, A Nero. Correct. It is crap. This is only version 1. They're already working on version 2. You sure it's going to be banned? Okay, let me help you. Let me help you, MAGA Mike. They could ban it. You're right. They could ban it in the West. How many more people live outside of the West? Especially if the second version is better than ChatGPT and possibly Gronk. Why wouldn't they do that? And by the way, they didn't ban TikTok. TikTok has a 75-day grace period, which I'm sure they'll have a deal in there by then, so TikTok won't be banned. And by the way, your president said he didn't want to ban it. So, yeah. Let's go. You seem not to understand. Trump gave people the green light for AI. He just took money from tech companies wanting to invest in AI, including a Japanese one. Yeah. The government is trying to implement AI. AI in the medical field, AI in the security field, AI in your food. They want AI to make medical diagnosis for you and undercut doctors. If the AI says the doctor's wrong, we're going to go with the AI because the AI knows. That's what y'all want? Cool. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just waiting for all those lawsuits that come down the pipe when the AI gets your diagnosis wrong and you end up with conditions that you didn't have before. By the way, if you took the jab, anybody, and you're under 50, I would go to your doctor as soon as possible and get a cancer screening. I would go do that. Go get that done. Because there has been a spike in people under 50 catching cancer because they took the jab. Ooh, earthquake. Where is this? Let's see. Where is this earthquake? Ooh. Well. A magnitude 4.1 outside of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Let's get it. All right. Let's have fun. Oh, they're saying preliminary 4.6. New York. Did they feel it in New York? Let's see if they felt it in NYC. New Hampshire's not that far. Let me look. Oh, there was one in New York, and there was one 3 days ago. Did not know that. Okay. Okay, maybe New York hasn't tweeted it out yet. But okay, we go back. Little divergence. All right. This is going to be fun. Trump imposes a 50% tariff on U.S. goods. Sorry, Colombia imposes a 50% tariff on U.S. goods in retaliation to President Trump's sanctions for not accepting deported migrants. Cool. We saw this yesterday and we laughed. Everybody was cheering that he put tariffs back on them and they said, bring the planes. Okay. What does Colombia export? We'll tell you. Guess what their number one import for us is that we get from Colombia? Anybody can answer this. We're going to see if y'all do y'all's research. I'm going to pull it out because I was reading it this morning just to make sure before I tell y'all I was correct. Colombia exports. DSA 1 says cocoa. Nah, they don't do chocolate. That's Bolivia. But you were close. Booger sugar. They won't list that, but yes. Even though they also get that from Bolivia and Ecuador, but not so much. Because, of course, yesterday, Anna Navarro sitting there having a meltdown on X talking about flowers. And I'm like, okay. She's like, no more there's not going to be any Valentine's Day this year. I'm like, okay. There's other gifts besides flowers. But okay. Sugarcane? Nope. We get most of our sugar from the Caribbean and China. Well, coffee, yes. Coffee's number one. Well, no, I tell a lie. Coffee's number two. I tell a lie. DSA 1 said rice and beans. You motherfucker, you. We actually don't get any beans from Colombia. So an ancestor says glass. Well, let's look. What are Colombia's top exports? Now, I was listening to Lisa Cabrera's live yesterday with True World and One LVZ. Shout out to them. LVZ made a joke about coffee and cocaine. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody in the room was laughing. But I just want y'all to understand, Trump don't understand where our products be coming from, since he wants to talk about drill baby drill, even though we showed that Wall Street said they're not interested in that. They want to go to cleaner energies. They want to diversify. Colombia, number one top export. Now, this is 2 years ago, so we don't know if their position has dropped, but they are 20th. They're one of the top 20 producers of oil in the world. The United States is Colombia's principal client, with Colombian oil comprising about 4% of U.S. oil imports. Now I know, y'all gonna say 4% doesn't seem like a lot. Take that out. What do you think happens? Or that 4% got 50% more expensive. Thank you, DSA 1. DSA 1 listens. Steel. Your steel is going to be more expensive. Your plastics are going to be more expensive. Your cars become more expensive. Every black person in this country, now that Trump supposedly is giving them money, everybody's going to have a podcast now. Your mics are going to become more expensive. And the cameras. Can't forget the cameras. But okay. Coal. Y'all want to barbecue this summer? Yeah, Kingsford and them. Yeah, they're going to be a little bit more expensive. Is it carbon beautiful? Daniel Turner, there's no way you can't import and stuff is going to get cheaper. There's no way. The point of importing is to balance the system out. I'll help y'all. Just because Trump says to drill, baby, drill, does not mean that it's automatically going to happen as soon as you start drilling. It takes a while to get down there to extract that oil. Then you got to refine it. Then you got to sell it wholesale to your big corporations. Then they have to disseminate it out. That's months. That's why you bring the imports in, because that product is already made. All you're doing now is selling it. YM, correct. There's mines in Wyoming. The problem is the regulations and the time to extract all those materials takes time. Correct. You have refineries all over the country. You still have to get the products made. It takes time. You don't just pull crude oil out of the earth and put it in your gas tank. You will destroy your engine. That's why they have to refine it. That takes time. It's not a couple hour process. Let's see what else we get from Colombia. Gold. Isn't that wonderful? 1.5% of global production. The country's gold is primarily exported to the United States, Italy, Hong Kong, and the United Arab Emirates. BRICS nation, which together import 3/4 of Colombia's total gold exports. The gold industry concentrated in the Antioquia, I hope I said that right, Choco and Bolivar departments is characterized by a high level of informality. Great. Okay, YM, tell us how long it takes to refine oil since you work in the refinery business. Go ahead, tell us how long. Let us know. Great, you guys are telling me that you know all about refineries. Tell me how long it takes to refine oil. Go ahead. This should be fun. Because y'all worried about infrastructure and great, we don't import anymore. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Come on. I never YM. See, this is what I keep telling people every time I go live. I'll say it like this. Y'all were better off being quiet before you said something, because now y'all look foolish. I never said anything about we can't survive without Colombia. I never said that. This is why y'all come in and y'all look foolish in front of my crowd. I'm literally going over the fact that Colombia said they're putting 50% tariffs on their exports to the US. And I'm going over what they export. Never said we couldn't survive because we could go get the 4% from somewhere else. But Trump don't got no plan to do that. You then at right, 57 people. How many people, Daniel, come see you talk? Okay. YM, a day? Okay. A day. All right. So YM, let's play the game then. Since it takes a day to refine all that crude oil, tell me how the market is going to look when you tell the rest of the world we're not going to import your oil anymore. What is that going to happen to American stock? I just want to know. YM, what lie am I spreading? I want you to explain it. Since I'm lying, go ahead and teach. Tell my crowd what's going to happen if we get rid of all our imported oil. Tell us what's going to happen. Since you work there, go ahead. I want you to teach now. You see, her first response, family, will be good for us in the oil field. Fuck y'all. I want you to talk about, to the American people, what's going to happen if they give y'all all the contracts. We're not bringing in any more imported oil. Go ahead and tell them what's going to happen. This motherfucker said get rich as a country. Oh, Lord. Off our own oil, we're going to get rich. Okay. Keep going. Learn us. Keep going. This motherfucker. See? Family. You see what I mean? Them oil oligarchs and oil barons. See what I mean? They don't care about you. They're willing to tell you you should be able to pay $4 for a tank of gas per gallon. Over time. Family, she said that the price will go down over time. Yet the American people did not vote for over time. They voted for right now. That's how the person that won the election sold it. I'm not deflecting a thing. I asked her to tell me what's going to happen if we get rid of imported oil. That's what she said. People in her field will get rich. Gas will go up about $1. Over time, it'll drop. Because people right now who are hurting want to pay $4 for a gallon of gas. People in California and the West Coast want to pay upwards to damn near $10. That's what they want to hear. All right. YM, you already exposed yourself how dumb you are. That's why nobody listens to people in the oil industry. I literally asked you to teach. You literally gave us the answer. Thank you so much. Now, unless you're going to tell me you're lying, that don't look good for you either. No. Damon, you're in California. She said $1 up. So whatever you're paying in California, add another $1 to that. That's what she said. Oh, I know. They're going to tell her, no, Serge Blade, I own bonds. I don't own stocks. I own bonds. But that's okay. I figured you'd learn that. See? There you go, family. YM still talking. She just letting it all out. I make $200,000 a year. I can afford it. That's them. I told you. You let them talk long enough. Hey, Brother Torian, I asked her to explain to us what's going to happen if America got rid of imported oil. I don't know how much you saw. She said that people in her field are going to make more money. Gas is going to go up about $1 per gallon. because people really want to hear that. But over time, it's going to go down. Oh my God. So we just had some white woman come in here and tell us that we need to deal with it so she can enrich herself. But I guarantee you she won't go to no other people and tell people this. She won't go into X space and tell them, listen, I work in the oil field. I agree. We should get rid of imported oil. That way everything can go up more. But I make $200,000 a year. I'll make more money and I'll feel better. So you peasants, get to Trump and tell him to do that. That's what she said. Daniel, who's playing victim? I literally asked her to tell us, since you work in the oil fields, tell us what happens without imported oil. That's what she came up with. I ain't playing no victim. She said it. Ma'am, nobody even said that. Why are you listening to people? Never mind. Nobody here said that oil was going to go away. My God. Let me help you. This sector over here, we've been telling people that all them talking about all that green initiative BS, it's exactly what it is, BS. We'll help you there. Oh. Ma'am, correct, you made 200K while the C-19 was going on. The world still needed oil. You were an essential business. My God. Never mind. Family, leave the messages. I want everybody when they walk in here to see what this chick said. And when they watch it on the playback. I ain't even mad at her that she's a capitalist. I just wanted her to explain what's going to happen. Because one more again, they don't listen. They think they know everything. Ma'am, we obviously don't have enough oil to satisfy everything we need to do in this country. That's why they import it. I don't get this. I literally don't get this. But all right. You right. Because you know the ins and outs. You're right. You work there, you know the ins and outs. But yet none of you oil cocksuckers went up to Congress and said stop importing oil. Not near one of y'all. Because I'm sure Shell and Chevron and BP, yeah, I'm sure they're really going to listen to y'all. Say don't import no more oil. Just get it from America. Ma'am, I've done more research than you, and that's your field. You literally don't even realize I set you up for that. Because if I would have said what you said, none of my crowd would have believed me. I'm glad you told everybody you work in the oil industry. I wanted you to say that. I didn't say one true statement. This motherfucker said I didn't say one true statement. Hey, fam. Hey, let's take a poll real fast. She said I didn't say one thing true about oil. Put a 1 if she's correct. Put a 2 if she's incorrect. I want to say something. Why are we using shale? Why don't you ask YM? She works there. Ask her. By the way, why don't you have her, after she tells you why they do it, ask her why these oil companies are getting away from it. EVG, hello, you seem new, but welcome. What else? Well, besides the oil, There's also coal, which I made a joke earlier and said that y'all love barbecuing in the summer. Well, there you go. Kingsford and them, they really gonna be mad because they're gonna have to charge more. Coffee, like I said, LVZ and Lisa and True World making jokes about this yesterday. Anna Navarro went on a bitch fit on X about flowers, talking about Valentine's Day. We don't care. You know what you give your old lady for Valentine's Day instead of flowers? You give her the dick. But if you're single and you're loving on somebody, there is an alternative gift you give them for Valentine's Day. Besides the dick. Pause. You know what you give them? Give them some crypto. Give them some crypto. My name is Kid Gravity, not Dude. But, ma'am, you know everything but exposed yourself to not knowing anything about what goes on with the economy. But that's okay. Your $200K salary blinded you. You just told the entire room you got to pay an extra dollar to satisfy me and my family. Spoken like a true white supremacist. No, wait a minute, Barry Banks. She said she could have it in a day. She works in the field, so we have to take her for gospel. She said it takes a day. They'll drill at 6 a.m. By the time they clock out at 6 p.m., they'll have oil already in the pipes going through the pipeline. That's what she said. That's what she said. Never mind that you have to refine it for different applications. That's what she said. No, ma'am, I'm not a crypto guy. See what I'm talking about? She don't even get jokes. She doesn't even get jokes. Ma'am, you could go look at my archives right now. There's not one video about crypto. You know what? Let me help you. We're not going to block you. We're just going to show you something. This is my thing. I did one video about crypto, and I was talking about Samuel Bankman-Fried. I don't even talk about crypto on my channel. You literally just said it. You said, oh, you're one of those crypto guys who still thinks he knows how the economy works, but is still poor. You literally just wrote it. Everybody take a screenshot because she said, she just called me a crypto guy. I just told her I'm not a crypto guy. Now she's telling me that's not what she said. Okay. You're really a stand-up individual. Really. Ma'am, I didn't say nothing about that. That was somebody else. I need you to pay attention. Are you sure you didn't get that $200,000 being on your knees for the CEO? Are you sure? Because you just said it takes 12 hours basically to get oil out of the ground and push it through a pipeline. That's what you're saying. Now you're still saying it takes a day. Let's find out. You might be right. You might be right. You're in that industry. You might be right. It might take a day. Might just do. Let's see. Where is it? How long does it take to refine? Well, I forgot. We gotta put crude. I gotta put crude. Let's see. Let's see. No. Let's see. Separation, conversion, treatment, storage. It doesn't say how long. Gas oils, distillation. Let's see. Let me not use Wikipedia if I get yelled at. Let me not use that. That's angle. How to refine a barrel. Let's see. Distillation, conversion, treatment, and blending, final product distribution. You're gonna tell me that takes only a day? That only takes a day. Okay. The time it takes to refine crude oil varies depending on the complexity of the refinery and the desired product. Generally, crude oil can be processed into a usable product within a few hours to a few days, with some refineries capable of processing thousands of barrels per day. Okay. So it's not uniformly a day. This is what you said. This is what you said. Ma'am, this is not my area of expertise. I asked you to teach. You said a day. Based on what I've researched before, it don't take no day. And I wouldn't be stupid enough to go tell my crowd that because I know there's different factors. I'm not that dumb. You were better off saying that it depends on what it's being used for. You said typically a day. We know why you don't want imported oil. Because your demand would go up, which means you guys can charge more. But you would still give out the same input export out of your pipelines to the consumer. It would still stay the same. Then you'll be bitching about how you can't keep up demand. So you can charge more because the supply is low. Ma'am, I clearly know how pipelines work. If you have a pipe, okay, let me help you. How long is it going to take if they refine it in California to get to the East Coast? How long does it take? Like if I want gas I have to get it from the West Coast. How long it takes? Al Nero, she said a day. You're saying days. You better yell at her. Man, that's not what I asked you. Jesus Christ. That's not what I asked you. I literally asked you. Oh, God. You said we're not going to import the oil. I know there's refineries on the East Coast. I know that. How long is it going to take? Oh, boy. 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours. You're telling me that's supposed to help demand. 24 hours. 334 million people rely on crude to survive out here. 24 hours. So you're going to tell me without imported oil, we're going to have all supply for everybody. That's what y'all are telling me. Interesting. Ma'am, we are talking about, okay, YM, see, this is what I mean. Now we're not talking about distribution. So, never mind. Family, don't say nothing else to YM. We're just going to refine the oil and just keep it there. Never mind. Continue. What else we get from Colombia? Bananas. Y'all like bananas? Pause. Good source of potassium. No, ma'am, you're dumb. I'm not clueless. You're dumb. You really don't know how business is. You're a $200,000 secretary trying to talk to us. That's what I'm getting from you. Let me guess, you in D.C., you a lobbyist, ain't you? Al Nero, she wants us to wait a few days to a week for some oil. Because we saw 2 years ago how that worked out for the Southeast when the oil stopped. We saw how people acted. But she makes $200,000 a year. That's good business for her. What's the name of your lobbyist in D.C., YM? Because I love how you're trying to flex $200,000 and you've got negative equity in your mind. You probably Eric Bischoff's wife. Are you Eric Bischoff's wife? He live in Wyoming. So the price of bananas are going to go up. That's nasty work. Let's look at this article. I'm broke, but you're 3 hours behind me listening to me. Oops. Why don't you turn on MSNBC one time or CNBC? Get some business acumen in your head. I'm broke, but I'm richer than you. How'd that work? Hey, we interrupt this program and the motherfucker loves some bananas, boy. You can't knock America. America loves them some bananas. Especially, look, they love them Chiquita bananas too. They making banana bread, the muffins. They be putting it on their face for psoriasis. Not the actual banana, the peel. They be stuffing meat into it, pause. Some of you females be using it in the bedroom. See? Ma'am. See, I get it. You make $200,000, you think your life is easy. I understand. Who's angrier, me or you? You angry that you got called out. And it messed with your fragile little ego. If you don't like what I'm saying and I'm lying, you shouldn't be here. I'm not, see, again, family, how many times have I told you? Every time you start cooking them, you upset. I tell you, these white people don't know how upset a black person is. And it's sad. Ma'am, I'm very calm. We're laughing at you right now. I know you think I sound mad. You don't know what mad is. It's okay. No, stolen ancestors. She used a washcloth to wash herself. That would make her mad. Ma'am, you're not laughing at how misinformed I am because you literally sat up here. I asked you to teach and you lied. So, motherfucker went to Google and schooled you. And you work in the industry. I think that's bad. I listen, if that's a man, it's a man, okay? Maybe YM stands for young man. I don't know. They're in Wyoming where the deer and the antelope play. I don't fucking know. Their $200,000 job might be they are extracting semen out of buffalo. I don't fucking know. Maybe that's what they use to refine the oil. We're driving on buffalo cum. I don't know. She's laughing, but I never saw a ha-ha. I told you white people don't know nothing about no good comedy. Now watch, I said that, now she's going to come back and say that I'm being racist now. See, people like you, because the $200,000 person don't use oil. All right, keep going. BRICS, economists warn Trump threats a most effective de-dollarization plan. Now they're going to tell me they don't trust this website. All right. Over the last 2 years, they spelled the wrong, but whatever. The BRICS Economic Alliance has sought to lessen its reliance on the U.S. dollar. Although the previous Biden administration has been content with this going unchecked, that changed drastically with the new president. Yet his challenge has drawn some criticism, specifically amid BRICS opposition. Economists have warned that Donald Trump's 100% tariff threats could be the most effective de-dollarization plan, which he backed away from. But, we keep it going. We keep it going. Prior to his inauguration this week, Trump noted that he was looking to retaliate against efforts to lessen the international prominence of the U.S. dollar. If BRICS nations wants to do that, that's okay, he said. But we're going to put at least 100%, tariff on the business they do in the United States. Yet experts have warned that could come with dire ramifications. Over the last 3 years, the BRICS alliance has firmly embraced de-dollarization efforts. For the alliance, those efforts are certainly not without merit or justification. Experts have called the greenback grossly overvalued in recent months. Moreover, ongoing sanctions have led the group to respond to the weaponization of the world's most powerful currency. Let's have fun. The United States has recently had something to say about those efforts, however. Indeed, Donald Trump, who was inaugurated Monday, had vocalized impending tariffs to counter those actions. However, they could come with some unintended side effects. Specifically, as he targets BRICS efforts, economists have warned that Trump's threats could prove to be the greatest de-dollarization plan. Speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland on Tuesday, now this was last Tuesday, Harvard University, I don't know why I said U.S. Howard University economist Kenneth Rogoff discussed Trump's plan in a recent report. Indeed, he noted that it reinforces a lot of the action that the global South has taken. Remember when they kept telling us that this ain't no threat? Now they're mentioning the global South more? Okay. Damn, Miss Sneezy just snuck in here, started getting people up out of here. Say less. Those sentiments were echoed by Chicago University professor of finance Raghuram Rajan. Okay. I think President Trump is reacting too early to something that's not going to happen, he said. You think? Okay. With the U.S. dollar firmly established as a global reserve currency, its position doesn't seem to be threatened. You said that last year. And then started panicking when all the BRICS nations started conversing and talking with other nations, and they started trading their own currencies. So which is it? However, Trump's continued weaponization could influence nations to begin the process of diversification, ultimately creating a self-fulfilling prophecy for the returning commander-in-chief. All right. Mexico rules out joining BRICS trade bloc will strengthen the USMCA. Now, this was back in October. So Mexico was thinking about joining BRICS. Motherfucker to the south. But all right. Listen, John Jones, she just woke up. She's drinking her Colombian coffee. I understand it. I get it. She's gonna learn. But that's all right. Five implications of America First for the Global South. This came out 4 days ago. We'll look at that in a second. This was funny as hell. This is the other thing that happened. Trump warns of 100% tariff on BRICS nations, which includes India, after dropping a clanger on Spain. This motherfucker thought Spain was in BRICS. That motherfucker said Spain was part of BRICS. They were the S in BRICS. Even though they're a NATO nation. Trump gonna fuck around when they say he hates Europe. Here we go. Amid a cascade of executive orders that he signed on first entering the White House Oval Office on Monday, U.S. President Donald Trump warned that he would impose a 100% tariff on BRICS nations, which includes India, if they do not balance trade with the U.S. on a reciprocal basis. What did I tell y'all, family? What have I been telling y'all all last year when we were talking about BRICS? The last 4 years, all these nations were operating without the U.S. influence. And Trump really thought he was going to come back in office and they were going to do business like they did in 2016. And it's not going to work. I done told y'all this. They don't listen. But, they'll find out one day. And then they'll be on their channels trying to run around and explain it to their crowd. I'm woke. BRICS is 6, 7 nations. It's actually more. The man don't even know. There's about 11 nations in BRICS right now. And applications are already being funneled in for next year. BRICS is 6, 7 nations looking to do a number on us. If they do, it won't be nice for them. Donald Trump told reporters, bluntly asserting we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens. And again, what did I also say? Why would they do business with you if you're going to say something like that? We don't have the precious metals to build our electronics. We don't have the infrastructure to sit up here and meet the demands of everything from crude oil, food, energy. Ma'am, look at you. Now you're having a meltdown. Don't be a Karen. Please don't do that. No, leave her, because I want everyone to see her messages. When I asked her about how long it takes for crude oil to turn into fuel, and she said a day, and somebody else went in here and Googled it and said it takes a few hours to a few days, depending on the application. So she lied. I want everyone to see it. Let me help you. I don't care if you're a white woman. That means nothing to me. Guess what? No FBA, MS. That's not the only nations in BRICS. Let me help you, YM. You see us folk over here? We don't listen to people that are DEI. And y'all, you specifically, you're number one on the list of DEI recipients. We don't listen to you. We laugh at you. Go deal with your men who hate your guts. And when you lose your job in 90 days, don't come back here, because you'll just be as broke as me. And you're still sitting up there lying about it takes a day, when somebody Googled you and said, no, it doesn't. But keep lying in there, because that's what y'all do. Thank you so much. In holding out the threat, Trump also mistakenly included Spain in the Trade Center bloc, which has only 5 members, and in which S stands for South Africa. Okay. You see how the world media, this is what we told you. Ma'am, how am I intolerant? I've told 3 different people not to block you, and I've actually been engaging with you, but I'm intolerant. Okay, you're right. I get it. Your whole life, nobody ever gave you reality. I get it. You're going to learn reality today. You can keep going on in there and talking. I just ain't going to be engaging with you no more. You're going to have to deal with people that are poorer than you and who have more heart than you. Your favorite movie is probably Armageddon. We understand. In between chatting with the media, Trump also signed a range of executive orders and actions that withdrew the U.S. from the Paris Accord and the World Health Organization, declared a border emergency to stop illegal crossings into the U.S., renamed the Gulf of Mexico as Gulf of America, dismantled government diversity and inclusion programs, and announced he is ending birthright citizenship, a right enshrined in the U.S. Constitution. Political pundits said the signing of more than 100 such executive actions was mostly showmanship aimed at impressing his MAGA base. Many such orders and actions are likely to face legal challenges, while others are the domain of the legislative branch, where Republicans do have a majority. Okay. Here we go. Reminded that he claimed he would end the Russia-Ukraine war within 24 hours of taking office, Trump quipped, "This is only half a day. I have another half a day left." Well, it's been a week. Juku will answer that in a second. How we can fight back BRICS. On a more serious note, he appeared to criticize Putin, saying not doing so well in the war against Ukraine. And he's tanking the Russian economy by not making a deal. He also alarmed South Korea by referring to North Korea as a nuclear power. Seoul does not want such a designation to be formalized. It's funny that they love destabilizing the Middle East, but the Middle East tells you if you just leave us alone, shit'll get better. And, it's funny. Biden screwed up Afghanistan, and you barely hear about Afghanistan. I know it ain't sexy no more because the tea people over there, they're running the country. But you would have figured a tea organization, everybody would have been like, yo, Afghanistan is in turmoil, and they're not even in the news. But, okay, it might be. It might be a good thing. It might be. No, hey, she's right, Miss Nisi. She's not being a racist. She's just being a Karen. We know Karens don't have much going on upstairs. We know. It's okay. She's being the typical Margaret Sanger. That's what it is. It's okay. Here we go. Now she's gonna quote Thomas Sowell, talking about victim mentality. Ma'am, you came here acting like a victim. I'm sorry. Maybe you didn't realize you did it. I'll help you. That's what black people do. We help it. We help people. You came in acting like a victim after you got called out for lying. Because you expected this whole room to sit there and listen to you. I told you, I gave you an opportunity to teach people. And I'm lying right now because I said I wasn't going to talk to you, but this should be the last thing I say to you. I gave you the opportunity to tell everybody what the problem was and how long it takes to refine crude oil. You said a day. Somebody else, not me, first showed you that it takes from a few hours to a few days based on the application. Instead of saying, you know what, for what I do, you could even lie to me. For what I do, it takes a day. And I would have left it alone. But you lying consistently, yes. Now we're going to clown you. You wanted to be the center of attention. You wanted to walk in here, not even say good morning to the room, good morning to the host. You wanted to come in here and try to flex your knowledge. You playing with motherfuckers that flex their knowledge every day. Everybody in this room will tell you the knowledge I gave them, they adjusted. That's why they're not stressed about who the president is. We may not have six figures, but we damn sure comfortable. Our kids are great. Our home lives are great. And we ain't got a care in the world except existing on what goes on outside. But again, you're white, so you think we're supposed to just take your experiences. You guys are acting like victims. No, we're actually victors. Ain't that what you conservatives be saying? Don't be a victim, be a victor. Man, we've been winning our whole lives. The rest of the world is just catching up to it now. That's why every time something comes up about Trump or some other white person, y'all get defensive. See what I mean? See what I mean? You was talking real big earlier. What happened to all them sentences you were typing out? Now you just writing out emojis and goddamn acronyms. Come on now. There's my real face if you want to see. Now I'm black. Now you can leave. Go back to the buffalo cum in your coffee. Ma'am, you should be laughing at yourself how dumb you are. You should have been like Bethany Mandel. You should have had bullet points ready in case somebody started asking you questions. Oh man, I'll let y'all decide. Y'all want to get rid of her? Y'all can do it. Now, when we get rid of her, you know what's gonna happen, right? Now we ain't gonna be able to take it. That's gonna be the next thing. Ma'am, I've been personally attacking you for about 15 minutes. You just figured it out, just like a Karen. You just figured it out. How aloof can you be? Oh my God. I've been giving her the business for 15 minutes. She just realized it. And guess what? We just helped you start your day.
Are your feelings hurt? Her words down. Oh, baby girl. Oh, really?
Oh, girl, baby girl. Don't you just love it when white people come in here try to center themselves with a conversation, then they don't like it? Columbus, you know why she got butthurt? Because she got embarrassed for lying about something that's going on in her own industry, allegedly. She said she was in the oil industry. I asked her point blank, teach us, how long does it take to refine oil? She said it takes a day. Somebody in here looked it up and said it could take anywhere from a few hours to a few days. And before that, she said that we should just get rid of all imported oil and just deal with it domestically, because that's really going to serve 334 million people in this country without imported oil. Okay. Even Trump wouldn't be stupid enough to say something like that. But getting it to people in 24 hours is really going to help the demand. Like, they think we just running around here with Nissan Leafs that take about 10 gallons. They could go about 300 miles, 400 miles before you need to fill up. You got people like UPS that's right outside my door now. You got them. They take diesel. You got the tanker trucks. You got airplanes. You got people that need to heat their boilers. But yeah, we got enough. Yet this country built a pipeline to get oil from Canada. Get oil from Canada. But let Trump tell it. We got all the oil in the world. So why are we okay? Let's just say we cut off all the imports. So why did you build a pipeline, waste almost billions of dollars to put it in Canada? Why did you waste it? You could have just gave that to the people. She's not liberal. She's in Wyoming. She's a conservative. I make $200,000. I live in Wyoming. Okay, that don't mean you got sense. And when she loses her job in 3 months, she gonna be sitting there on social media crying. She better not let me see that post. I'll send this link to everybody. Like, weren't you not in here saying you were making $200,000? We don't know what we talking about. Okay, now you in the poorhouse with everybody else. Oh man. Yes. Amazon got airplanes now. Why? Because they told you to move to. By the way, she would have been right if Trump didn't rescind the EV mandate. She might have been right. Except he rescinded it. And you know what's going to happen? Everybody in the next couple years going to go back to gas cars. Because guess what's going to happen? All these states are going to start either lessening or getting rid of their EV tax rebates. That's going to be the next thing on the chopping block. California finna be in trouble. Georgia, you finna be in trouble. New York, you finna be in trouble. Florida, you're going to be in trouble. DC, I know y'all got Teslas running around. Y'all about to be in trouble. Chicago is too damn cold, but you about to be in trouble. Texas, you about to be in trouble. Arizona, trouble. Vegas, trouble. But go ahead and tell me I'm lying. Go ahead. Boston, trouble. Especially the ones in the South. You Southies. It's going to be hilarious. Look, Black Bitcoins in Canada said that oil dirty. I'm lying, Tyrone? Okay. West Cruz, you sure I'm lying? He said I'm lying. Okay, I'm lying. All right. Trump didn't rescind the EV mandate. I'm lying about that. Okay. All right. I'm lying. I'm lying. Okay. I'm lying. How'd you know I was white, by the way? Calling me Tyrone. Oops, look at this. What did I just say about rescinding those EV tax rebates? What is this? Trump is likely to seek a repeal, to repeal a $7,500 tax credit for new EV purchases approved by Congress as part of Biden's landmark 2022 climate law. Well, shit. Well, damn. And I be seeing the Teslas all through Atlanta. They got their nice white license plate with the little tree on it, says EV vehicle. Damn. It's almost like I live in a city and I pay attention to what goes on here. West Cruz, you know that $7,500 back in your pocket actually helps people. See? I told you, they don't want people to be able to live. I don't like Teslas, but I ain't gonna get mad at somebody owning a Tesla, especially if they said, we're gonna give you $7,500 back. We're gonna give you a tax break because you put in a charging station in your garage. I ain't even being mad at them. I think the cars are ugly, but I ain't gonna get mad. I prefer gas vehicles myself. But if somebody want to save some money to enrich themselves, do your thing. Got to get in where you can fit in. But according to West Cruz, you can't do that. What do you mean only certain people can get it? You see how they just be talking? What do you mean certain people? You mean people with electric vehicles? Yes. We literally just said that. Anybody with an EV vehicle, especially in Georgia, can just go to the DMV and tell them you have an EV vehicle. They give you the rebate. You literally put your registration with your taxes. They literally ask you on your taxes, do you own an electric vehicle? Oh, good God. Where do y'all? George Bush will pay for his crimes, boy. No Child Left Behind is a mother. Do you understand, family? We're 23 years into No Child Left Behind. $23 years. Yes, the battery's more than the car. It takes 99 years for it to decompose. I had to educate my sister on that a couple years ago. She told me I was wrong and I showed her the data and she was like, shit. She ended up getting a fucking, she ended up getting a Maxima. She was going to buy an electric vehicle. I showed her the data. She said, fuck it, I'm getting a Maxima. uh, Sir. Oh, good God. Okay. The motherfucker said not everybody qualifies for the 7,500. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't know, fam. I don't know. 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 Okay. Go ahead, Cruz. Sir, that's New York City. This motherfucker bring me New York City. Cruz, let's play that game. Why do you think everybody in New York City can't get an EV mandate? Because I never said. Family, did I ever say that everybody gonna get the rebate? Did I ever say that? I swear they don't listen. You just talk. Sir, how did Trump just save America and shit is still going up? How did he save it? He campaigned on everything was going to drop day one. How did he save it? He can't even get his deportation planes to land in the country he wants. How did he save it? Oh, Lord. I'll ask the family again. When did I ever say everybody gets the mandate? When did I ever say they get the rebate? When did I say that? I literally said, New York, you're in trouble. That did not mean New York City. I'm very strategic in what I said. I didn't mention one city. I said states. This is what I mean when I say they don't listen. I guarantee if you look up who owns Teslas and Rivians in New York, they're usually out on Long Island or in Westchester where they have homes. Or these new developments that might have EV charging stations. Which is why I mentioned garages. You don't listen. Thank you, Seven. They're giving, man. They're giving incentives in Maryland. I don't get this. I don't get it. No, you know why, Kara? Because they have so much land up there. That's why they're giving it away. Yes, Michael. Remember when they said that the one president who was at Honduras was it? No, it wasn't Honduras. Who was it? Who said that it might have been Colombia. And that motherfucker said, nah, send that shit back because I don't want I have to use my presidential plane to go get them now. He didn't want them to. He didn't want the cargo plane to land there and have them suffer the indignity of getting off a cargo plane. I'm like, motherfucker, who cares? They're home, ain't they? Allegedly, some of them might not even be Colombian. Now the Colombians talking about, hey, None of you Americans come down here for your sex tourism. I'm like, y'all do realize there's other countries in South America or the Far East they could go to, right? Then y'all gonna be in 60 days crying that your tourism went down and shit's starting to go up. Americans come back. No, I didn't, sir. West Cruz, that's not what I said. You don't listen. I said states. I literally mentioned states. I never mentioned one city. I said I said California, you in trouble. Georgia, you in trouble. New York, you're in trouble. I tell a lie. The only city I mentioned was Chicago, and there was a reason why I did that. How did I imply that New York? I was talking about New York City. I'm from New York. See, you non-New Yorkers hear New York and you think of the city. We gonna help you. Anthony Green, you would get coffee elsewhere? From where? From where? Let me see. Let me see your knowledge. Where else we gonna get this coffee from? Go ahead. Because I love how coffee is your number one. Especially since they say that the in the next quarter century that the crop is supposed to be extinct. But where else you gonna get this coffee from? Blue Mountain. So you're gonna go to Jamaica? I mean, Jamaica would love that. Jamaica ain't got the export to cover coffee costs. No way. First off, Maxwell House and Folgers and their parent subsidiaries would never buy Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee. Jamaica has the copyright on that. The one thing they did actually right. Maybe they could give them Black Mountain. Maybe they could give them that. If Jamaica ever gave away Blue Mountain coffee, their country would collapse. Blue Mountain coffee is among some of the best coffee in the world. Ain't no way Jamaica would give that away for a song. No way. And Jamaica I don't even think they import that much coffee to America. But I could be wrong. That's more of a novelty thing. You Americans love your Arabica beans. That Blue Mountain, let me tell you something. If America ever had a real taste of Blue Mountain coffee, Maxwell House, Folgers, what's the other one? Their companies would go under like that. Anthony Green, yes, they have incentives. Starbucks is not putting Jamaican Blue Mountain on there. That's $10 a cup. Everybody be asking for Blue Mountain. And we know they'd undercut Jamaica. We know that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh boy. Don't you just love it, family? All you gotta do is just watch somebody talk. Read what's on the screen if it's applicable. And then talk. It's like they skipped the third part and they just want to move it somewhere else just to sound smart. This motherfucker say you get coffee from Hawaii. Family? Family. Who want to tell him? Who want to tell him? I'll let y'all. My crowd is so smart, I'm going to let y'all tell him. Tell him what the fallacy in his argument within that statement is. Please tell him. Will y'all please tell him? I'm just going to watch y'all. Let me look up see what Blue Mountain going for right now. See, this is why. Remember, Don P. This is why I made that joke about the barrels that they deport my ass. That's why I made that joke. Because if they do deport me and my family to Jamaica, y'all motherfucker gonna be looking at me as a Blue Mountain plug. Damn, Amazon 2-pound whole beans, $80. Jesus. Wait, is this the beans or is that already ground? It's already ground? It might be already ground. Yeah, if they already have a cup, it might be already ground. Oh, it is the beans. Okay. So it's the beans. Okay. Oh man. Who's Sir Anthony Green, who's complaining about the price? I'm not complaining about the price. I just want to see what the markup is. I'm not complaining about it. I got family down there. I could just have them put it in a barrel for me. Little Goat Coffee, Newark, Delaware. Now, is that a coffee shop or is that a grower? So we're talking about growers here. Okay, they look like. Oh, this is a coffee company. Is this a company? Let me see. Look. Okay, so they're a wholesaler. Okay, where? Okay, they're getting it from Mexico. I don't see no Americans on here. Let me see. Maybe the house dark is American. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. What? No, Anthony, I'm gonna tax you if I'm the plug. I'm gonna tax you. Black Rifle Coffee. I am not giving my money to no white supremacists. You've got to be kidding. Known white supremacists? That's even worse. Not happening. I appreciate it, Anthony, but no. Not doing that. And what was the other one? Coffee Brew Company, whatever the hell it is? The one the 16 thing be promoting on his show? No. We're good. You can tariff me all you want. I'm going to charge you 100% back. So what's up? Let's play games. I'm going to do whatever Trump does. You want me to be the plug? I'll be the plug. I will act like Sosa in Scarface. I promise you. Like, it costs me more. For me to get you these beans, I'd have to charge you $13.5 a pound. With the 100% tariff on it. So it's going to cost you $27 a pound. Wes, who's being racist? I don't even know what I said that was racist. What was racist? But I'm sure you're going to tell us I said something racist. Go ahead. Where'd you get the espresso from? Jesus. Oh, wow. He said deal. So wait. So me getting the beads off Jamaica for about, what they charge? They probably charge about 15. Damn, you're going to give me almost double? Say less. Say less. You're going to put my kid through college. Thank you. My damn barrel. You covered my import costs. Thank you. I'm gonna have a barrel full of coffee beans. Shit. You know what I'm gonna do when I get my next YouTube check? I'm gonna buy that scale that they use for cocaine. I'm gonna have it right here. I'm just gonna be doing number live streams, sitting there with a scoop, putting out pounds of coffee in bags. Shit. Oh my God. And you know what? I might even put back my TikTok just to say, hey, I got the Jamaican Blue Mountain plug. I'm the plug. Let's go. Oh my God. Oh man. And then if you want it ground, we could do that. I'm just gonna charge you an extra $6. I gotta cover the cost of my coffee grinder. And if you want it roasted, I'm finna charge you another $3. So you're gonna see on there unroasted and roasted. You know what? I'm gonna talk to my old lady about that today. We might do that. Yo, listen, exactly, Chief. But if I charge y'all more for the grinder in the price of the coffee, I just paid for it. But then probably the first 100 orders, I done paid for it. Is that coffee any good? Lehman Luke, is that some of the best coffee on earth? That's consistently in top 5. Wait, I fucked up. I'm gonna show you. That's the one thing that you hear about people besides the food in Jamaica. The coffee is some of the best in the world. They be sneaking the beans home because the customs tax is so much. Because they have to get it off the mountain. It is real coffee. It is how they call it, organic. It comes off the Blue Mountains. Here it is. The combination of high altitude mist and cooler temperatures allows the beans to ripen more slowly, resulting in a denser bean packed with flavor. The growing conditions are so specific that only coffee grown in designated areas of the Blue Mountains can be labeled as Blue Mountain coffee, adding an element of exclusivity. I'm going to, again, and Kara can back me up on this if she's still here. If it's a lot of places in Jamaica like to lie, and a lot of these companies like to lie and say it's from Blue Mountain, you have to ask them which part of Blue Mountain did they get it from. Like, even sometimes they be trying to trick y'all and say Black Mountain, and people ain't picking up on it because it says Jamaica first, and they think it's the real thing. It's not. Okay, that's fine. You went to Jamaica and you spit it out. That's fine. Okay. There's millions of other people that didn't have that. But okay. That's fine. Oh, you could buy it on Amazon. It's just you're gonna get charged. I think if your farmer's market has a coffee station like mine does, they sell it there. But they charge like $40. That's what I'm saying. They don't understand organic coffee is amazing. Listen, if you don't travel that often and you go to another country like Jamaica, the food there is going to fuck with your body for like the first day. And then your body will get used to it. And you'll be like, damn, what the fuck have I been eating? No, it doesn't have any THC in it. No. Okay. West Cruz, you just proved my point 5 minutes ago about y'all not listening. I never said that Jamaican Blue Mountain is the best coffee in the world. I literally said it's among the best. But, okay. Okay. Anthony Green. Okay, again, that's fine, but most of the coffee don't come from, you're right, most of the coffee don't come from Colombia, but it's a significant part of their exports and a significant part of America's imports. That's the reason why your coffee is the price it is now. You take them out of circulation, it's going to go up. And you know Americans don't like it when their coffee goes up. Good. You said move on? Great. We're going to help you. We'll let you lead by example. Bye bye, Tony Blue. Jesus Christ. This motherfucker said we get the coffee from Hawaii. Nigga, that's the US. So y'all gonna rip up Hawaii just so you can have your coffee fix. I swear they dumb. I swear they're dumb. We don't need Colombia's. We'll get it from California. Well, obviously California can't serve the purpose of a country, but okay. Well, 7, you know why your coffee makes you go to the bathroom? Because your coffee ain't shit. You know why your coffee ain't shit, 7? We gonna tell you. Your coffee ain't shit because your coffee got crab shells in it. You Maryland is be putting crab shells and y'all be grinding it up into your coffee. Look, 7, I'm not saying you don't need Colombia. I'm not saying that. I'm just showing people what you're going to give up besides just coffee. There's also oil. There's a lot of things you're going to give up. We don't have the adequate infrastructure to replace it. No, 7, y'all be grinding up the crab shells in there to try to lie and say it's organic. Oh man. Look, I hear y'all. I never said we needed Colombia. I just wanted to show y'all these things that Trump be saying and what the ramifications are. He's trying to bully everybody into doing business, and most people don't like being bullied into doing business. I mean, that's fine. Olive oil sucks anyway. But as long as it's extra virgin like you, darker, we're good with it. Now, 7, don't you sit up there and lie and say y'all don't be grinding up crab shells in your coffee. Don't do that. Don't you do it. Y'all like y'all coffee with that little tinge of blue in it. Oh, man. They be putting in, they be having them cartels bringing the cocaine into Maryland. They be crushing up the crab shells into it, calling it Blue Maryland. They be sitting there thinking they Frank Lucas talking about Blue Maryland. That's a brand name. Like Pepsi is a brand name. They got that Blue Maryland. Then the op come in talking about he gonna sell it and rename it Red Maryland. Colombia is insignificant. You sure about that? Okay. They're insignificant. All right. Okay, who do you replace Colombia with? Where do you replace it? Faithful Patriot, go ahead. Explain to us where do you replace the 4% import of Colombia oil? Where do you replace that at? Because trust and believe, you kick them out, you're gonna have to charge somebody else more. So where are we doing that at? I'm sure every country would like for us to give them more money for their oil. Which country you want to go to? That's wonderful. We have our own here. So why do we still need to import oil if we have enough here? And by the way, how come your president hasn't said that? You think we're the only country that uses oil? I need y'all to look up import exports one time. because you think we have enough supply to replenish 4%. But okay. No, seven. I'm not saying that Trump not doing what he doing was wrong. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I want y'all to understand that it looks good peripherally, but there's other stuff underneath. We are a decadent society. You know people are gonna bitch about the price of bananas. You know that. They're bitching about avocados. And he didn't even do nothing yet. They're bitching about tequila. And he didn't even do anything yet. I look at both sides, y'all know that. I look at both sides. This motherfucker said, oh Lord. You're telling me Oklahoma, Texas, and Alaska got 4%. They can rival a country. That's what you're telling me. No, seven, I don't trust him with the immigration. I don't trust him. But again, he could prove me wrong. But let's get back to Jeremy. Jeremy, you said 3 states are going to equal an entire country's output of oil. Okay. You're going to tell those countries they got to take at least 2% extra output. Okay. 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 And tell me how they're supposed to do that. The Permian Basin. But that would require drilling, right? Didn't these oil companies tell you they're trying to get away from drilling so much? So Trump's going to go in there and force them to drill. Keep going. I like these answers. Okay, great. Texas has the 8th largest economy in the world. Can Texas handle our crude oil needs? I just want to know. Can there be a sufficient replacement? Let me know. Remove Biden's no drilling policy. Okay, great. That's wonderful. You didn't answer my question. Are you telling me that Trump is going to go to these oil companies and tell them and force them to drill? That's what you're telling me. 2 days ago, I showed an article that says them companies want to get away from drilling. But okay. That motherfucker said 109%. Oh, okay. And that's supposed to satisfy 334 million people. So you're going to put the entirety of our energy needs onto 3 states and think that's not going to be a problem. All right. That might be a solution. He said money talks, but bullshit will walk. Okay, and guess what? The Global South walked. So what's up? The Global South said we're going to walk to each other and we're going to go do business. And they're so gangster with it. That man said 100% tariffs on your stuff, Colombia. Cool, I'm coming back. El Presidente, I got 50%. Now play with me. What do you mean he's going to allow them? You know what? Hey, Jeremy, in 3 hours, I'm going to show you how the corporations got bigger than the government. I want you to be here. Because I'm going to show you the fallacy of that argument. He's going to tell them, he's going to allow them to drill. Oh, you have permission to drill now, but we don't want to drill. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Why Trump's deregulation won't necessarily boost oil drilling. Big oil is in no rush to drill baby drill this year despite Trump agenda. You're right. They've been saying this since 2022. Don't count on a drill baby drill mentality. 3 reasons why big oil can't simply drill to ease gas prices. But you're gonna tell me that's the left, right? I gave you Reuters. Is that left too? No, they lean right. And they're international. Correct. We were energy independent. Now we're not. Okay, that's not gonna help us. I keep telling y'all this. The companies are telling you they want to diversify in the energy sector. They're telling you this. Y'all are not listening to them. Y'all are hearing and listening to Trump. You're not listening to the market. Sir, I'm going to help you. It's not about money. It's not about money. Exxon, Shell, Chevron, BP, they have more money than God. Sorry, Most High. It's obviously not a concern. They'll make money even if they don't drill. They'll make money because they have their stuff diversified. They want to get away from shale oil production, which is going to kill us on the world stage as a top oil producer. But, okay. All them companies I just mentioned were sitting in Guyana the last 2 years. I guess y'all forgot that oil production is a speculation business. And every month, some new country has billions and billions of tons of liters of oil underneath them, and they run right over there. Listen, if you're going to sit up here and tell me that we're not energy independent because of Biden, that just tells me that you don't even give a damn about what's going on in Congress. But, I'm sure you're going to tell me it's Biden's fault. It's just Biden's fault. Sir, we've watched gas prices. They haven't moved. I'm down here in Georgia. I have 2 gas stations outside my complex. They haven't moved in about 2 weeks. But okay. I'm sure it'll go up. Where we at? What's today? The 27th? I'm sure it'll go up by Valentine's Day. I'm sure. Okay. Okay, they couldn't drill in the U.S. Okay. Yet according to the numbers, Biden was a net exporter, but okay. And I'm not caping for Biden. I'm just going by what the numbers say. But yeah, all right. Okay. Okay. Sir, you brought up Biden bringing, not making us not energy independent anymore. Now you're telling me it's been 7 days. I thought your man campaigned on that. Did he not say day one the gas price would come down? Did he not say that? Drill, baby, drill. Is that not code speak for the prices will drop? So you're admitting to us that Trump cannot, with a snap of the finger, change oil prices or gas prices. If you just about family, we have another one. Just give it time. This got to be YM's husband. That's not what Trump campaigned on, though, Jeremy. He campaigned on things instantaneously being fixed. That's what he campaigned on. Gas and groceries. That's what he campaigned on. Hello, test the spirits. Hello. That's what he campaigned on. That's why presidents get 100 days. We will circle back on this around late April. Early May. Late May, early May, early May. Biden sold off the strategic reserves. So did Trump. We're in trouble now. They haven't replenished that. But, okay. You drill all that and put them reserves back to normal levels. Great. What do we do with the rest of it? Where do we get the rest of it? But okay. Whew. No, Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy. You're not going to use that excuse on me because your man is over here promoting AI is supposed to fix everything. Your man campaigned on fixing everything day one. Remember what he said? I can end the Israel-Palestine war in a day. I can end Russia-Ukraine in a day. That's what he said. It's been 7. He sounds like Obama when he said he could get us out of the financial crisis in 18 months and it took him 3 years. Maybe you should tell your presidential candidates don't put out affirmations like that, especially if you only have concepts of plans. Maybe you should do that. Correct, Jeremy. And they sold him off. Yes. Biden sold him off. Trump also sold off some of our strategic reserves before he filled it back up. Yes. Yes. Which is what I just said. He can drill, baby, drill. Great. He can refill that. How does that help the Americans? But okay. All right. It's okay. You can listen to Trump. I'm not saying you can't listen to him, but I need y'all to also listen to what the markets are saying. Balance. Balance. Big oil is telling you they don't feel like drilling right now. They're telling you this. I'll help you. Okay. Now, this is back in July. What companies are owned by Exxon? Here's why they're not interested in doing that. Because BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, and Capital Research and Management already told them, Okay. Imperial Oil, Mobil, XTO Energy, Esso. They're good right now. They're good. They're good. Okay, wonderful. Oh, Lord. Okay, sir, a ceasefire does not mean an end to the war. My God. Fam, will you explain to him what a ceasefire means? Oh, man. Just because there's the word cease as a root word in that does not mean that it stops. You can still have a war going on without a bullet being fired. What is the agreement they came to? Yes, pause fire. Sir, great, it's a start. That shit was already in the works, though. That ceasefire agreement was already there 90 days after the war started. Biden and them told them don't do it. Just like they did with Ukraine. We read over here. Biden wanted Gaza. Netanyahu wants Gaza. Trump just said it the other day. Gaza looks interesting. Why? Arable land, oil, and water. But okay. Okay. They're telling you what the plan is for Gaza. You tell us again, give it time. Wait, so the deportations, he did it immediately. That's cool. But everything else that can really affect us day to day, we have to give it time. Do you hear this? Oh, man. So the stuff I need to survive, I gotta wait. Throwing out illegals, hey, that's instantaneous. That's what he's focused on. I hope you understand that. He ain't focused on helping the Americans in their pocket, especially because this ain't his budget. This is Biden's budget. Look, there you go. There you go. Biden wanted to have the American flag on the shores of Gaza. Okay. A ceasefire, again, does not mean the end of a war. Gaza looks interesting. We're going to look into that. Trump suggests his plan for the Gaza Strip is to clean out the whole thing. Wait. We don't headline read over here. Let's go down. What'd he say? He spoke with the king of Jordan about potentially building housing and moving more than 1 million Palestinians from Gaza to neighboring countries. By the way, Egypt already told them, don't bring them over here. They already told him. Sir, Jeremy, he said he could end their war in a day. Don't run away from that. He said it. He said if I was still president, that war wouldn't have happened. When I get back in, I'll end it in a day. It's been a week. Putin already told him, screw you. And the family's here. When I told them this months ago, it's not going to be like it was 2016. I'm sorry, 2017 through 2021. It's not going to be like that. He wants to clear out Gaza. Okay. Trump wants Jordan and Egypt to accept more Palestinian refugees. Egypt already told him no. So there's that. Yes, Gaza has oil. Yes, we went over this last year. Gaza has oil. Behind Israel's endgame for Gaza, the theft of offshore gas reserves. Now they putting out propaganda and say it's a lie. Oh man. And that was in response to Biden aides coming outside saying that him and Netanyahu were sitting there yelling at each other on the phone. He told everybody in 2023 about Gaza City. 2021, Palestine's forgotten oil and gas resources. Israel wants access to Gaza so they can get the water, so they don't have to keep complaining about not having water. Israel wants to get into the fertilizer game. They want to start growing their own food and selling it on the world market, so they can have a bigger footnote in the Middle East, so they could look attractive when they eventually join BRICS. But they're telling you. I'm just reporting it. Y'all get mad at me. Israel gives not the Gaza marine gas development. But y'all just told us this year there ain't no gas. Where is that article? The Gaza oil myth. It's a myth, but they gave money to that. Israel gave them money. to some company to do it. Whoo. So who's lying? No, Magpie, here's the thing. It's not about the trade route. It's not only about that. Yes, there is a trade route there. But here's the thing, and BRICS is so gangster with it. The best trade route in that region is through Egypt. BRICS owns that now. Egypt sold that to Saudi Arabia. Son of a bitch. I know Saudi Arabia didn't want to get into BRICS, but damn. They have so much power in that region, it's not even funny. But the news media over here wants you to think it's Iran's the problem. But I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. Sir, where do you see Wikipedia, sir? We didn't even click Wikipedia. What? Sir, you see what I mean? Wikipedia, I gave you Reuters. What? I gave you Al Jazeera. Is this guy for real right now? He's not serious. He playing with me right now. Jeremy Gray, you playing with me right now. You playing with me. I'm being played with. Jeremy, again, I went over this last year. I went over this in 2023 when that war started. Trump just said he wants to they want to clean out Gaza and put a whole bunch of Americans over there. That's what they mean by putting housing from 1 million Palestinians. It ain't just them. It's going to be a whole bunch of Americans. AKA peacekeepers. AKA defense contractors. Damn. He said Wikipedia is not the best source. Okay. Never brought you Wikipedia, but we didn't even click Wikipedia. But all right. Yeah, because this is the Palestinians mad at BP for giving Israel money. Okay. Okay. That's not, oh my God. He said clean up, not clear out. Okay. Now I know you're going to tell me CNN. Okay. All right. Let me go get Fox News before you tell me that I'm spreading left-wing propaganda. Fox 22, ABC 7. Trump floats plan to clean out Gaza. He says clean. Somebody says clear. Let me see what he said. I said to him, I'd love for you to take on more because I'm looking at the whole Gaza Strip right now. It's a mess. It's a real mess. The man said he wants to clean out Gaza and build housing for 1 million of them. Because Israel's really going to go for that. At that case, you might as well just make them a country. So you're cool with Trump giving them money to clear out Gaza when y'all were just bitching about Biden giving them all that money? Okay, fine. You clear out Gaza. Where are you going to put them people? Then you're going to tell them after you clean it up, you can go back home now? What the what? Black Americans, let me holler at you. What happened when they were clearing out y'all's towns? What happened back in the mid to late 1800s and the early to mid 1900s? What happened when they cleared out y'all's towns? Did they ever tell y'all can come back? Because I love how they're taking clean and clear and saying that's two different things. Oh, clean out sounds nicer. We're going to clean out Gaza. Okay. You're going to clean out an entire region and put people back. But you're asking other countries to take in them people. What the fuck? Okay. Great, Jeremy. We're glad you can subtract. Fine. You want to play that game? Let's play that game. What are they doing right now in North Carolina on the west side? What are they doing right now? Since going back 200 years is a problem for you, we'll go recent. What's going on in Western North Carolina? Don't nobody answer. I want Jeremy to answer that. I'm gonna go get dressed. I gotta get out. Where's my one? Did he say something? What'd he say? Let me look. What'd he say? That fool said finally getting the help they need. Oh, Lord. Sir, they've been asked to leave. They can't go back to their homes. They're demolishing the town, sir. Boone County is being demolished right now. I can't believe you just said that. Trump literally had some woman on the mic telling them that we need help. Did Trump say, I'm declaring an executive order, nobody can leave their house? No, he didn't. He wants to make the wildfires a state problem. He wants to get rid of FEMA. Okay. They're getting help. $750 is getting help. He didn't even go after the insurance companies. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, man. They did a job on y'all in school, boy. And then when you went home, it was your parents' job to teach you about life, and they just did not want to tell you. Magpie, will you explain to them? They don't get it. They still think America's the police. They just take the report and leave. All right. No, hey, Robert, you want to tell them about what's going on with the Navajos? I read it. Go ahead and tell them. Correct. The wildfires were because of neglect. Guess what? He had wildfires too. He didn't do nothing. Next. Every governor and every president had to deal with wildfires in California since the 80s. Next. It started with Reagan, and it damn sure ain't going to end with Trump unless they do something. So go ahead. Give us another excuse. Go ahead. Okay, great. And who was president? Who was president in the 80s when they did that? Who was president? Oops. Who was president? Tell us. Then tell us who was president after him. And then who was president after him? 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 And who's president now? Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 presidents, and not one of them did anything. We approaching 48 years, and nothing's been done. Sir, you're partly correct. It is a state issue. It's still also a federal issue too. Maybe you forgot that's why FEMA was created. It's supposed to help. So that's their problem. That's like saying that goddamn Hurricane Katrina was a Louisiana problem when it affected multiple states. Okay. Because if y'all were going to play that game, then fine, dissolve the federal government and all the protections, because every protection and amendment is going to go away, and just let the states rule themselves. Let's see how far y'all get. Somebody said Texas is the 8th biggest economy in the world, yet they can't handle a snowstorm. A snowstorm. Now you know you get snowstorms and y'all can't handle it. Y'all can't handle an ice storm. But okay. Now you're going to bring religion into it. Yet some of these wildfires didn't even start by the Most High. They were started by man. But fine, we'll bring God into it. Okay. Where are my Christians at? Why don't you have that conversation with them? I got to go put on my hood. Now we're going to bring religion into it. When all else fails, blame God. Gotta love it. And yes, I'm wearing this one. Oh shit. I didn't even know my thing was on. Okay. Yes, I haven't read my insurance contract. It don't say act of God on there. Okay. I've never seen an act of God clause. Maybe that's how they do this. Because if that's the case, then if we're going to play act of God, then why have the people in North Carolina, how come they didn't get paid out? How come their insurance company said we're not funding a damn thing? I didn't say anything about auto insurance. So I don't know what you're talking about, number one. Number two, don't assume. Because I was literally talking about my renter's insurance, for my home. Yes. It doesn't have an act of God policy, it doesn't have that provision in there. They tell you what they cover and they list it. They don't say acts of God. That's too broad. You don't put something like in there. That's called interpretive. I asked the question again, which is why I brought up North Carolina. How come them insurance companies didn't pay out? That was an act of God, according to you. Sir, my parents have homeowners insurance and I looked at it too. I'm actually looking for homeowners insurance. We're about to buy a house soon. I've actually looked. There's nothing in there that says act of God. They tell you what they cover. And I'm in Georgia, so maybe it's different in other states. I've never seen it. But okay, continue. And yes, I love how you're downplaying renter's insurance like it ain't supposed to cover nothing. Okay. All right. Fire, floods, electricity might start a fire, natural disasters. Yeah. They don't call it an act of God. I'm pretty sure if a bunch of locusts came in here and destroyed my stuff, I'm sure they're not going to pay me. Kinetic, I'm glad you can write all that. You sound retarded. Well, Connecticut don't really get natural disasters like that. I mean, Superstorm Sandy was crazy, but that was on the east side. Y'all really don't get natural disasters. You're too inland. Most of the state, I should say, is inland. And we haven't seen a blizzard destroy a town yet, so. But no, but Katsy, again, they think they know everything. California, you could buy homeowners insurance and you pay more for earthquake. But okay. Yes. If your house floods from the pipes breaking, you're covered. If the river overflows, that's your problem because they're going to tell you when you bought the house, you should have known that. That's part of the reason why California passed that law that says when you buy a home in California, they have to give you a map of where all the fault lines are so you know where they are. Because if something happens, we're not going to cover you if your house collapses. Nope. You knew the risks. Nasty work. Right, Magpie. Will you tell them? And how much is your flood insurance? How much they were selling? Wasn't it like $200 some a month? Something like that? I know the people out of Savannah, I know they tight. They right by the beach too. I know they're upset. That's why people love living in Atlanta. Unless you buy the Chattahoochee, then you fucked. But most places it ain't gonna flood unless it's a waterbed. She said $280 a month. You see that? $280. Let them beavers fuck around and let them beavers screw around one day and say, fuck it. and just break their dams. They gonna be like, motherfucker. And some of these companies be doing that shit too. They be knocking down them beaver dams. And the shit start flooding. Motherfucker said, act of God. So according to Jeremy, if God comes down and smites the whole world, I ain't gonna be able to get paid off. We ain't see him coming. One day we just chilling, we at work or we on top of something. We playing sports. We about to do the greatest dunk ever, and then God just come down and smite the whole world. I can't get paid off. Because that's an act of God. All right. Fun times. Whew. But anyway, I gotta get ready to get out of here. This was fun. Sometime it's fun. Damn, look at that. That's crazy. Deep sea crashing the stocks. That is crazy. How DeepSeek is casting down on the entire AI ecosphere. French AI bot taken offline after answers lead to online ridicule. Yes, Kathy, we covered that earlier, hour and a half ago. Yes, there was an earthquake, for those who don't know, in New Hampshire, off New Hampshire, 4.1. That's what they're saying. I don't know. Let me look. Let me see if they updated it. Because I saw 4.1 and then I saw 4.6. But those were preliminary. Let's see. Uh, Everyone in Boston during the earthquake. Y'all had a lot. It snowed almost a foot in some places in Florida last week, and today there was an earthquake in New England. Let's see. Let me look at the latest. No. Here's where the earthquake looked like from the York Harbor beach webcam. You don't even see nothing. It don't even look like it's moving. Oh, there you go. No, it's cool, Cassie. That's crazy. One of them was up there eating chowder, it spilled all over him. Now he pissed. Everyone coming to exit confirmed earthquake. Maine right now. Earth's version of saying wake up humans. Selena Gomez was crying. You sure that's her? I don't care. Anyway, apparently the earthquake that rocked New England this morning was the largest since 2012. Also was a 3.8. Well, again, I could be pulling them in there. 4.1. Boston strong. We will rebuild. The earthquake can't stop the city. Shut up. I have a question. Why would you keep the camera right in your bedroom? I'm just trying to understand. Well, listen, Robert South, they love worshiping idolaters.
What's the sensation, everyone? Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the sensation, everyone?
Now we have earthquakes in New England. Sir, I think he's trolling. Sir, they have earthquakes all over the place. It's called the earth moving. Calm down. It's just a little earthquake. Calm down. They're just trying to tell you something. I want to know if it's connected to New Madrid down here, because if it is, we fucked. Did you feel it? An earthquake, a magnitude 3.9 earthquake just hit 8 miles southeast of York Harbor, Maine. This isn't an area with a very active fault. This hasn't been a really active one since the last ice age some 20,000 years ago. Instead, stress gets released on unmapped faults. All right, that might be telling you something. No, Magpie, I think what he's saying is all these people around here, especially like people like Brian Downs calling him daddy. We know MAGA does not have any discernment when it comes to Trump. Everything he does is correct, or he's playing 4D chess. Oh, New Madrid waking up, bro. Catsy. New Madrid for the wake up, boy. Remember I was telling y'all about them earthquakes we was having at Lake Lanier last year? Let's go. I think they had one. They had one the other day down here. Shit was crazy. Let me see. Let me look. They usually have updated numbers. Let me look. Let me go to the homepage. Let me look. Latest earthquakes. Taiwan, Virginia had one. Wow, there was one 2 weeks ago in Japan. That one I heard of. Let me look. No, I don't want no impactful. And then I'm out of here. Let me look. Oh no, you know what? I think that was last year. Yeah, this was past day. Yeah, that new Madrid finna wake up and he gonna be like, come here. We're gonna be rocking all over the place. I'm like, up. Motherfucker in Atlanta, they gonna be outside talking about, yo, they gonna have a whole dance party. The party after the earthquake. Oh man. Well, Magpie, they got off Kamala now. She about to go do the book thing. They on AOC right now. They loving AOC. Yeah, Lewis knows you didn't see it. Byron Dowles called him daddy. He's like, daddy's back. I'm like, bruh, you a black man saying this. And the irony is your dad ran out on you, sir. Why would you say that? It's like they don't even get the optics how bad that looked. Somebody, Atlanta Black Star said he meant Massa. Jesus Christ. And they want him to run for Florida? Boy. When he loses, the motherfucker that beats him on their acceptance speech, daddy's back. Shit. Like, why would you say that, sir? Representative Byron Downs appears to be excited by President-elect Trump's return to the White House, calling the next leader of the U.S. daddy over the weekend. Daddy. Yes, Katsy, it is more dangerous because it covers more states. It's about 11 states in the region. It stretches, what they say? I think it was like as far south as Texas. Was it Texas? Either Texas or Louisiana. And as far north, it could touch Michigan. So that whole subsector would be effed. Especially 75. I think this was the one I showed you. Yeah, something like this. Now this was just a 7.2 here. And look how much it reverberated out. Like Atlanta's like in this, they said it would be like close to strong. Yeah, we would be in trouble. Daddy. Should I ask him where the milk was? Oh, wow. But anyway, I'm finna get out of here. Oh, by the way, if the new Madrid did explode, Memphis would be gone. So no more ribs, you bastards. That nasty ass Memphis raw rub, it'd be gone. Damn, they had a whole bunch. They just had one yesterday. All right. All right. Yeah, the hell with Memphis and that nasty ass dry road. But anyway, let me get up out of here. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I try to be better next time. I ain't sure about that 3 o'clock live. I'm tired now. Maybe I'll do it in the morning. We'll see. Anyway, y'all. Y'all take care, stay safe, stay warm, and you know what to do when the ages of chaos come to mess up your existence.